Now I want everybody to continue to stand. I want you to hold hands now. Join hands with each other. With your friend, your neighbor. With the stranger next to you. Join hands. Listen now, listen. Listen. Now if there are those that you would want us to pray for individually and collectively, I want you to call out the names or the name of the persons so we can hear those names and we can bring them together. Okay, come on, come on. Susan. Uh-huh. Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to bring all of those names together now. Yeah, just bring them together. They're here now. They're here with us. With us. Hold on now. Hold on. Hold on. Reverend Ron Swisher will lead us in prayer now.
Lord, sometimes we feel lost and trampled by circumstances that are beyond our control. Sometimes we feel put upon and neglected, used or discarded. But we know that we count, that we are somebody, and that we're not going to allow the moments of defeat or discouragement to determine our destiny, our lives, our higher calling that tells us that we are destined for great things and to do great things. Oh Lord, you are the Lord of our beginnings and our middles and our endings. And so we are thankful and we trust that from your vantage point, from your advantage, from your perspective on life, that we're going to be all right. So Lord, as we feel a need to belong, help us to feel that we count with ourselves as well as with others. Let us see that every day has meaning and purpose and full of surprises. Let us be fresh and vital and vigorous and useful. And if we need a new start today, Lord, where we won't allow our mistakes and failures to rule our life, then give us that new start we need. Give us the courage and the grace to leave behind our fears and our cynicism and our doom and gloom thinking and step off into the new future.
Help us now.
Oh Lord, let us put behind our fears that paralyze us and press forward to new possibilities and new opportunities and new experiences that will set us free. Oh Lord, make us your triumphant people. That the gift that we give is that we love one another and ourselves so much that the world around us is renewed and transformed. Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Right on.
Right on.
Shalom.
Shalom.
And salam.
Salam. I'm going to do what the Spirit says do. The words on the wall. If you don't know it, you'll get it in just a minute. It goes like this. I'm going to do what the Spirit says do. I'm going to do what the Spirit says do. And if the Spirit says do, I'm going to do what the Spirit says do. I'm going to sing what the Spirit says sing. I'm going to sing what the Spirit says sing. And if the Spirit says sing, I'll sing, oh Lord. Sing what the Spirit says sing. around and embrace your brothers and sisters. Embrace each other. I know it's hot. It's going to get hotter. No doubt about it. We have, first of all, we've got some of our children are going to sing today. The directors for the children's group, Ron and Denny. Let's go.
10 more people want to say something.
Let it go, I don't care. It's all right. Let me go down, Denny, before you.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, if you will, today is Cecil's birthday. If you will all join with me and help me sing happy birthday to Cecil, please. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cecil. Happy birthday to you.
Could you turn this on, please? Thank you. Thank you. Could you turn this on, please? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my grandson bringing me. I thank you, Albert. Thank you, everybody, for the flowers. Thank you, Albert. Thank you. Can I get a hug? Thank you. Thank you.
On behalf of all the kids at Glide, we would like to say that you've been a great inspiration to all of us, and we love you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Can y'all turn up the sound? Tell them to turn up the sound a little bit.
Happy birthday, Cecil.
Thank you.
Cecil,
Yes.
you know what?
What?
I'm telling you this because it's important.
Okay.
You know how a phone is very, very important to a teenager?
Ah, yeah, I remember.
Now, see, Joyce took my phone away, right?
Uh-huh.
I couldn't talk on the phone. I was mad. I felt like I was finna die. So, this gift is important so that all the Glide's kids, and especially me, of course, can talk to you.
That's your old phone?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
So, I'm giving you this gift, and I'm saying happy birthday.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. Hold that for me, please. And hold this for me just a minute.
Happy birthday, Cecil.
Yeah.
Cecil had a dream when he was a young man, growing up in Texas, way back in the day.
Watch out. Don't go too far.
He dreamed of a church that included everyone, of all colors, classes, ages, and sexual orientations. He dreamed it would be a home for everybody. In this home, children would be safe, learn how to read, write, learn how to use computers, and eat some good fried chicken. Feel good about themselves and love their family. Happy birthday. Your dream comes true every day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Melinda.
The kids would like to invite you to come to our program for the new Cecil Williams House groundbreaking celebration Saturday, Sunday, October 4th and 5th. The kids program is at 2 on Saturday, and the Glide Ensemble concert is Saturday evening, 7:30. Sunday, all day, 8, 9, 11 a.m., and groundbreaking at 12:30 p.m. We are coming home to the Cecil Williams Glide Community House. This is very, very important for us, for you to support us. We'll have a great program for you, and once again, the kids will be at 1 o'clock on Saturday, October 4th. Be there at 1, so you'll be early. Okay.
Cecil,
Yes.
this is a poem, but I want you to hear this poem not just from me, but from the whole Glide Ensemble, my brothers and sisters in the Glide
Thank you.
Ensemble. It's called Preacher Man. Preacher Man you are, oh yes. Strutting, prancing, turning, dancing, cajoling and demanding a response from us all. You call yourself a prophet, but you're more than a prophet. You're a messenger of love, compassion, and commonality, in a world filled with anger, separateness, and hatred. Your house of miracles is a reflection of you, your need to make a difference and empower others to do the same. Happy birthday, Cecil. I hope you know how deeply you are loved.
Cecil, in honor of your birthday, I want to thank you for your gift of vision. A vision that is wide and changing and always new. Vision that was large enough, even when you were so young, to see Glide and lead it in its evolution. When I look at the world through your lens, my vision is wider too. Your vision can make a new living building rise up where there was only a parking lot before. And the same eyes can hold a very needy person and offer them your positive regard. When I look at the world through your lens, I can better see both large and small. Your vision allowed for the advocates for diversity to take shape here at Glide. When I look at the world through your lens, my sense of justice and my empathy are enhanced. I think of a person's vision as a reflection of their capacity to channel the Holy Spirit and to rekindle the Spirit in others. Thank you for sharing your vision and rekindling my spirit. Happy birthday.
I have to sign this and say this at the same time. Jan told me to make this quick, so I just want to tell you that 4 years ago I discovered that I was HIV positive, and it seemed like my life was ending. But you told me that I needed to understand that my old life was ending and my new life was beginning. Your words have inspired me, and they've taught me a lot. And I thank you every day, and I thank God for you every day. And I just want to say, today, I know I have many, many birthdays to come. Thank you.
Cecil, I just want to say that this project...
Don't turn it around yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Keep it like this. Don't show it. They'll yell.
This project is one of the most collective group projects that I've ever seen in the ensemble. Also, in a little over almost 3 decades of watching this ever-changing group, there has never been another group or another era that loves and respected you more than this group does. So for your birthday, we want to present this check as our pledge of the $50,000 to the Cecil Williams Housing Project. I need to say one more thing. Don't expect this every year.
Y'all really sang so.
Cecil,
Yes.
on behalf of the full program, we'd like to say happy birthday and thanks. And I'd like to say thank you for all the doors that you opened for people, you know. And before I got here to Glide, you know, my life was drugs and alcohol and guns, and you know, and that's the way my life went until I got here. But between the age of 20 and 30, I was in prison, and for 2 of them years, I was on the streets. You know, I ain't had to go back to prison since I've been here. So if they say this program don't work, it do work. And And also, you know, my life is 100% today. I'm coming up on 5 years clean. That's clean and sober. You know what? And also, I'm gonna leave everybody on this tip here. I'm finna buy a house.
Yeah. Yeah, how about that? Thank you. I'm trying to get you here. This is the boss here. The leader, Janice Mirikitani. I want to say thank you for orchestrating so much of what's happened here at Glide, and for also being the conductor of my life. How about that?
You heard that.
Thank you. Come on, Glide Ensemble. Oh, isn't that something? Yeah, isn't that something? Tough. Yeah, right.
You have to stand back. Yes, sir.
No matter where you come from, you can go to any church in America on Sunday morning, but you won't find the kind of music that we got here. This is the top. Tops it all. The Glide Ensemble.
I want to say thank you, Cecil, and happy birthday.
Here I am, standing here, Father. I just want to take out a little time to say thank you. See, you watched over me all night long. You kept me in your loving arms, and I want to thank you. Oh God, truly I thank you. I want to thank you, 'cause they said it couldn't be done, buddy. Oh, but it's because of you that we're standing here together as one, and we thank you. Truly I thank you. Yeah. Oh Lord, I thank you. Oh, we thank you for
This next song is an original, and it's been a little while since we've done it, but here it is. Turk and Jen and myself and Ron worked on this song. musicians and the directors. Let's hear it for the signer. Corey. Thank you. Go right ahead. Angela has been away for a number of weeks. Her mother died, and she's done some very important grieving, and she's continuing, and she's back. She's back. How many sisters do you have here?
One sister and all siblings right here.
Oh, all right. Where are you? Stand up there. Angela's. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'd like to invite you to become a part of this church, the membership, the fellowship, the community, the congregate, whatever you want to call it. We want you to be with us. It is likely that if we continue the pace that we have new people joining, we would reach about 900 by the end of this year. That means that we are at a fast pace. Folks are just coming, and I want to thank those of you that have joined and those of you that will join. This will probably be the largest number of new members we've had. I've had as many as 810 join in 1 year, but we're going to exceed that this year for some reason. I don't know what it is, but anyway. Come and be with us. Go through that door, the first door to your left, and there will be people there to receive you for a very short time. Take a moment and go by. All right? Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, it's hot in here. It's supposed to be hot. There's no church that's supposed to be cold. I don't care where it is. Even a church in Alaska would be hot. Yeah, we're hot and we're loving it, every bit of it. I mean, some of us are, but anyway. Come on, Joyce and Phyllis, and take up the offering and make some announcements.
Good morning. I'd like to say that I am a proud parent, a proud grandmother, a proud Glide staff member, and a proud Glide member for over 20 years. And I think that with Cecil's mission and dream, especially with the Cecil Williams House, has been a reality for so many of us for so many years. And the story comes to mind when I talked to a principal this week about several of the children in this particular school had put Glide as the second contact. Some had the first contact for emergency cards or if they got into trouble. And he wanted to know, you guys are the family thing or whatever? I said, yes, we are the family. We are the kids' family. And the kids see us as a family. And also I want to say that we have such generations at Glide. We see them, have seen the grandparents and the parents, and now we see some of the preschoolers, the kids' preschoolers. And that's really a test to what your vision and your dream, Cecil. And the children see you as a mentor, as a leader, as a father, and as a person they can be truly proud of. And we love you and hope that your vision and your mission will continue forever here.
Cecil, on behalf of the board, and I think I'm speaking for every single person, we celebrate your life every day, and happy, happy, happy birthday. I hate to do a one-up thing, but I'm older than Joyce. It was 30 years ago I came in here. I just want to say that there's so many reasons for you to give whatever you possibly can to Glide to help run the almost 40 programs. I've been out of town for a few weeks, didn't get home from South America till last night. It's about 40 is right. It could be 50 if you're gone from here for very long. I would like the ushers to start coming forward, but I would like to ask you all to please dig deep into your pockets, write checks. Glide does it right. Every single solitary penny that you give to Glide makes a difference in our lives and every other person who needs or wants to be part of Glide. You heard a man who's buying a house. You hear children who have a life, who have somebody to turn to. I could go on, but I'm going to move on with the announcements and say thank you.
Phyllis, can I just add something to the offering? At the 9 o'clock, somebody put a lot of $100 bills in. Award. We added it up. It was $7,000 worth of. Now, I know that there must be a person here at 11 o'clock.
I did the 9 o'clock pitch too, so we've got to match it or do better, okay? Now, when the service is over today, I want you to go downstairs to Freedom Hall. There's a volunteer table. At the volunteer table, you can get involved in all kinds of things, from helping to make bag lunches on Sundays. You remember, we feed over 1 million meals a year, but we do bag lunches and we do need some help. The seniors are also having a luncheon from 10 till 2 on Tuesday, and we need some help. Membership cards are available for you downstairs. Poetry for the People, which Janice Mirikatani, our very own Janice, who's a wonderful poet and a wonderful human being, and Cecil's wife, and a great publisher. Janice and June Jordan, who's a professor, both do a course together called Poetry for the People. I need to tell you, if it's not a course you're involved in, for sure come the last night when they celebrate their poetry and share it with us. It's an incredible thing. But if you want to sign up, downstairs at the volunteer table. The Glide Ensemble is going to have a concert Saturday evening at 7:30, October 4th, which is part of the groundbreaking ceremony. I want you to know you better run downstairs and get your tickets, because all the concerts that the Glide Ensemble does are always sold out. So please come join us and please celebrate. That Sunday, October 5th, there'll be 3 celebrations, the 9 and the 11, and also an 8 o'clock celebration. Please, 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 and we need volunteers, but please come and join us. A few other things back on the next page. Oh, I know what it is. We have CDs and sweatshirts and T-shirts and wonderful books and all kinds of things. And before you go Christmas shopping, you need to start here. The proceeds go to Glide, but also the best stuff available for you to get to give to your loved ones is right here. Again, Cecil, our love to you. Happy, happy birthday, and many, many more.
While they're taking up the offering, let me just note several people, give note to several people. Gene Jackson, who has been ill and has had very serious operation. I thought it would be about 5 or 6 weeks before we would see her again. Walks in this morning. I don't know how she did it, but here she is. Gene Jackson. Thank you.
The only thing that I can say this morning is thank you for your love, your prayers, and Angela sung it all. Thank you, Angela.
Now, where are Ray and Vicky? They are our members. They're living in, were they at the 9 o'clock, Jan? Oh, they were at the 9 o'clock. How did I miss them? How did I miss them? Oh, I see. A few people. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. A few people. Hey. I didn't hear you. Okay, all right. I know you would know you keep up with everything. That's the way. That's the way. Don't hug Gene too hard, anybody. What we're doing is taking up time so we can take up the offering. Take your time. How we doing? Did we do it? We did it. All right. Okay. We're going to let the Glide Ensemble sing another number now. This is another original entitled Love to Give. It's our theme song. And I don't see anybody with one of the Love to Give shirts on. I'd have you stand and show it. Okay, come on. We're going to do Love to Give now. All right. Come on. Okay.
When you feel the Spirit call and you come to give your all, and your life needs love and care, and nobody seems to be there, what a joy, what a life to live. Just reach out and reach within, let the Spirit's touch begin. Now's the time, tongues ablaze. Lift your voices in loud praise. What a joy, what a life to live. What a joy, what a life to live. What a joy, what a life, and what a place. What a people, and what a what a moment, oh, I've got love to give. What a healing, what a joy, what a pride, what a home, what a love, what a joy, when you learn to love. When you feel the Spirit call, and you come to give your all, and your life needs love and care, and nobody seems to be there. What a joy, what a life to live. Just reach out and reach within, let the Spirit's touch begin. Now's the time, tongue to blaze. Lift your voices in loud praise. What a joy, what a life to live. What a joy, what a life to live. What a joy, what a life, and what a place. What a people, and what a gift. What a moment, oh, I've got love to give. What a healing, what a joy, what a faith, what a hope, what a love, what a joy, when you learn to love. What a life, what a love, what a place, what a call. What a gift, what a moment, when you learn to love. Oh, love, love to give, yeah. Give me a hope and joy, yeah, when you learn to give.
So I want you to just reach out this morning. I want you to reach out with your soul, with your mind, your heart, with your body, with all that you have. Just reach out this morning. Love every man, every woman. Don't let nothing stop your love. Are you okay? Okay, good, good. Christina, where are you? Where are you? Where is she? Help me, help me. Oh, okay, all right, good. All right. Just kind of giving note to some of the folks, you know. I have begun to articulate and interpret our vision and our goals for the 21st century. Last Sunday, I began, after presenting a paper to our board of trustees here, about the vision of Glide for the 21st century. I began the journey of now giving you the vision of where we're going and where we will be as we enter the 21st century. I want you to know that we are very biblically based. It is because what we do is who we are, and so therefore we have in many ways been on a journey, but now we're going to have all of us so imprinted with the vision that we have, all of us so much a part of the visions that we have, that I don't want anybody saying after they've been around here a little while, what is your vision and your mission? And what are your goals? Well, I'm going to tell you the mission of Glide for the next few weeks that have come about because we have always had a vision of what we wanted here and where we wanted to go here. And of course, the vision changes. But we're really on to something now, folks. So I want you to know I used last Sunday as a sort of a basis the life of Job. Job, I don't need to go over it again because I don't have time to go over it, but you read it, okay? It's in the book called Job. Don't go to Isaiah looking for Job, all right? Because Job is not over there in Isaiah. Job is in Job. Now you watch, somebody gonna come up to me next week and say, where'd you find Job? Right? God, man. Job at one point in his life, after everything had been taken, after he had no thing, nothing, begins to speak a new theological language only because of what happened to him, only because of what he had gone through, only because he experienced something, a way of life, a new way of life, if you please. A new way of life. That's what we're about here. A new way of life. I don't want to go back to the old way of life. A new way of life. And Job at one point says, I see God in a new way. I now see God in a way that I've never seen God before. Now you know that his friends who were church members had been to him and tried to get him to recant, tried to get him to go back to his old ways, tried to get him to repeat the old stuff that they had been repeating. Even his wife had the audacity to go sit on the heap of garbage with him outside the city and say to Job, look, if you just act like you used to act, God's gonna visit you again. Would you please act like, of course she wanted him to act like that because she wanted him to act like that. You know, it's like a lot of church folks. We don't want nobody to act like anything but what we want them to act like. And maybe we ought to change our acting. We're going to talk about changing our acting this morning. Because you see, what we've got to do is perceive something new in our vision. Don't you know that you have been a part of the beginning? What am I saying? You have been a part of the beginning. I came here 35 years ago. This church had been gripped by death. It was dead. If there ever was a dead church, this one was. You know, I tell you, I thought I'd leave about the second week I was here. Of course, the folks wanted me to leave about the second week I was here. But I decided that since I found dead here, I was going to help try to raise the dead. And so I was a part of the beginning. You are also a part of the beginning. No matter how long you've been here. If you came a week ago, you're part of the beginning. If you've been here 30 years, you're a part of the beginning. This is the beginning. It is the beginning of what is different and what is new. We are different. I don't apologize for that. We are different because we choose to be different. It seems to me that any spirituality that has a force of change and transformation and liberation, it must be different. You cannot ask its people to be the people, which is the church, and not be different. And so you have been here since the beginning. 35 years, from death to life. When I took down that cross, there was a huge, when I took that huge, it was not easy to get that huge cross. I remember them having, what do you call those things that they build up where you go up? Scaffolds, thank you. I knew I had some construction work. Anyway, scaffolds. I remember climbing up the scaffold as they took the cross down each Sunday, and I'd preach from the scaffold, and I'd hang out like this. I did. I'd hang out, you know, just. And the folks, oh. See, I had them already because I was scared them to death and scared me to death also. Now, maybe it's scaring us to life. But anyway, I'm hanging out there like, I guess they say, where did that fool come from? He gonna hang off of a scaffold. But I took the cross down because I wanted you to know from the very beginning that we are the cross. It cannot be up there. We must be with those who suffer because we can change the suffering in the world. I will never forget, after I took the cross down, that a homeless person one Sunday came to me and he said, Reverend, and he was inebriated. Well, I called it true. He was drunk, y'all. And he gave me a cross, a little cross. He said, I don't have a larger cross, but here's a cross. I stole it last night. I said, you giving me a stolen cross, huh? Oh, the old stolen cross. Hey, we ought to create a song off of that. Oh, the old stolen cross. The new stolen cross or something. Goodness. My brothers and my sisters, you see, what I did last Sunday, I said to you that you had 5 minutes and I was going to knock on your door. And as I knocked on your door, I was saying to you, you got 5 minutes before we begin our rehearsal. rehearsal on the stage, but you're going to have to get on the stage after 5 minutes. You're not going to be able to sit there any longer. You have got to begin to do something. You got to begin to live. You cannot stay in your star-studded room with your star name up there. You got to come out and get in the fray of things. You got to be where people are suffering and hurting, where people are yelling and screaming and shouting, where people are rejoicing, where people have no place to stay, no food to eat. That's where we've got to be, you see. And so I then began to talk about a story in the New Testament. That's what I want to talk about today, because I want to bring you on the stage, you see. You don't have 5 minutes now, you got 2.5 minutes. And I want you to know that I'm knocking on the door again. 2.5 minutes before you go on the stage to do what? To practice, to rehearse, to become disciplined, to use your imagination, to catch the vision. And so Jesus and Matthew and Mark, some of the Gospels begin to articulate stories, parables they're called. Now, the more I look at this and study it with, as I study with every once in a while some scholarly people, there's very likely that some of these stories are not factual. When Jesus feeds 5,000, it could have been 500. Who knows? You got to use your imagination. That's what the writers did. They used that. They said, look, since this Jesus is so special, since this Jesus is such a miraculous person, since this Jesus is different, since this Jesus was from the beginning, what we got to do is paint the picture and make sure that people come to understand that Jesus could feed 5,000 people with a few loaves of bread and 2 fish. And so they wrote the story. Now the disciples came to Jesus and they said, what are you doing? I mean, Jesus, we don't have any food. We don't have enough for anybody. We only got these little bread and a little fish, and that's all we got. And Jesus, what are you worried about? Stop it. I can see Jesus now walking in here. What are you worried about? You worry too much. Those of you who worry, come over here. Stop it. Did you catch my point? All right, I'll go on then, because I'm going to make my points today. Stop it. No. Worried about how much, who's going to get food, who's going to eat. Just go on. Don't you understand that you're here in the beginning? Don't you understand what the beginning means? It means new life. It means a new person, a new community, a new glide ensemble, new musicians, new congregation, new people. That's what it means. Well, I know you say, but I've been here for a while. I'm not talking about that kind of new. I'm talking about the new that stirs from within, that says to you, you can change who you are now. Go on and do it. Rather than sit around saying, I'm going to wait and see. One of the worst things in the world is for people who wait and see. When you wait and see, you're not doing nothing with your life. When you wait and see, you are apathetic. When you wait and see, you are putting things off. When you wait and see, you playing games with yourself. When you wait and see, you are just really lying about what you're going to do whenever you do it. If you wait and see, stop waiting and see. You're from the beginning. So Jesus, here's the crux of the issue. Jesus and the disciples feed everybody. Okay? Now, if it were me interpreting the latter part, and this is what I'll do, I would say that they were not concerned about nutritional food. They were really concerned about spiritual food. You see? Now the problem is, are you going to get full of the spiritual food? See? Most folks I know still go to church and leave the church just like they went in. Most folks I know still go in dragging and come out dragging. Most folks I know go in shaking their head and come out shaking their head. Most folks I know go in getting ready to sleep and come out still sleeping. See, it seems to me that when God's presence is near, when God's presence is with us, when Jesus feeds us full. We get full of the Spirit. And therefore, when we get full of the Spirit, we leave glad, jumping and yelling and shouting and screaming and singing. That's what happens. I know a lot of you are full this morning. And you're going to leave here full this morning. Now, there's some who are going to want to eat spiritual food. I've had that stuff before. A man said to me downstairs from Detroit, he said, I want you to know something. This is the first church I ever been in where I made some kind of connection. Some kind of connection. That's what this is all about. Some kind of connection. A kind of connection that takes us into imagining what the vision can be. What is the people of God all about? What can we do, my brothers and my sisters? This is the question. And so we wait and see, and we never get going. I guess the best thing for me to do is to say to you what I want you to do now, because I'm fixing to give you the first notation. I'm fixing to give you the first process of the vision and the mission of God for the 21st century. But before I do, I'll tell you what I want you to do with it. I want you to carve it in your heart and in your soul. When you say carve, it's just like the ancient people used to do when they would go in the caves and carve out pictures and words, pictures that gave evidence of what they were into and how they were living their lives, so that we would know how they lived their lives. Now I want you to carve deep within the resources of your life, your way of life, so that when you talk and walk and shout and scream and sing, when you love and when you care, and when you give and when you share, and when it comes back to you, I want you to be able to say, this is what it is for me, because I have lived it. It's in my inwards. It's in here and it's coming out. Okay? I want you to have it imprinted. And so let us now chisel away. Next Sunday, you're going to see these words up there for the first one, because we've chiseled away. And we'll chisel away. And as we chisel away today, you're going to take some of it with you, because I'm going to keep reminding you of it. I'm going to keep telling you of it. I'm going to keep living it. You hear me? I know you want me to hurry up and tell you what it is. But I want you to soak it in. I want you to make it real. I want you to test it. I want you to live it. I want you to experience it. I want you to have it. And so we carve on the walls, and in our hearts and in our souls, this first notion, this first proposition. Here it is. Our time is now. OURTIMEISNOW. Our time is now. Now, I know that those of you are saying, what is this? What it is a way of life. It is to say to you, something is going on. Once you declare our time is now, then you begin to see and experience some strange experiences, strange happenings. Why? Because we're beginning then to be transformed. Why? Because we're then beginning to be delivered. Why? Because we're then beginning to be liberated. We're now on our way. Something's going on with all of us, and we do it together and then go. Our time is now. Now don't say my time is now. It is our time. It's the community's time. Our time is now. Yours and mine and all of us together. Our time is now. It's called the Kairos. K-A-I-R-O-S. The Kairos, or Kairos. Okay? It's a Greek term. The Kairos is here. And if the Kairos is here, you're going to be full. At this moment, at this day, at this experience, you will be filled. Because the Kairos has come. It is God's presence among us in time, in time, in time, our time, our time. How do I know it's our time? Because I read the signs of the time. That's how. Now you're going to say, oh, Cecil Williams done gone out there. No. I'm going to there. You see, for to read the signs of the time is to say, for instance, when you are different, why do people keep raising questions about your difference rather than accept the fact that we're different? And some of us tend to be more different than others. Why is it? Why is it that a Princess Diana kept getting into trouble because she was what? Different. You see, I'm talking about a difference here that tends to keep people off balance, jars them every once in a while. And so she is a part of this our time. I don't know why we all got caught up in her, except the fact that there was something strange going on in her heart and mind and soul. Oh, I know some folks say, well, she was putting on and she was acting up. Well, you act like that sometimes. See what it'll do to you. See what it'll do to you. You act like that. You try it. You try it. No. And Mother Teresa, God bless her soul, there's nowhere in the world, though, God couldn't even stop Mother Teresa. That's right. I've never seen anybody just, I don't care what you look like. She got you, man. She got you and she's loving you. See, that's what heals also. You can always tell when people got a lot of venom in their lives, a lot of poison in their lives, because they heal a long time. When people heal because of love and because they got doctors that help them to heal, that's very important. It can happen, my brothers and my sisters. You know? It can happen. I have to go back to Ruth Jones, 91 years old. I want everybody to know that. I said 92 last week and got in trouble. She said, I'm not 92, I'm 91. You hear me? So Ruth Jones, who's 91, walks across the Golden Gate Bridge. And when she gets on the other side, starts shouting, Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. When you accomplish something that is so different, 91 years old, and I'm walking there doing this, and Ruth Jones gone like this, Talking about something different. You see, I'm talking about a church that's different this morning. Something happens here. I keep raising the question, do you know that 65% of the people who join this church this year are between the ages of 20 and 35? Something different. Wait, you didn't hear what I said. Something different. Young folks coming to church. Because many times they don't know what they're coming to after they get here. Man told me this morning, well, I didn't tell him what I was going to bring him to, because I knew if I said church, he wouldn't come. So I just brought him on. I said, come on, we're going to go have an experience. So he walks in the church and we getting down, y'all. And the first thing he does is looks around. I guess checking on his, see if any of his friends around, But he goes and gets into it then. And that was it. He joined the church the first day. There's something different going on. Something different. I'm going to give you another shocker. Over 65% of the people who join this church are white. Something different. Black minister. Something different. I mean, why would you trust, why? Something different. Let's read the signs of the